In today's video, I want to break down a little bit feeling is the secret and why so many people get confused because, to be honest, there are plenty of success stories of people reporting that they have manifested during anger or during periods of frustration, and there are others instead who will just say that you have to be happy, you have to be in the wish fulfilled. And because we know about quantum physics, I think we can totally assume that every theory is supported, like everything is true. However, Neville Goddard in a way was right. Feeling is the secret, but unfortunately, don't get offended, Neville. Don't come in my dreams and get offended. But unfortunately, I think that Neville Goddard really didn't explain very well feeling is the secret, even though he wrote a book about it. And rather, Florence Scovel Shinn has a better perspective on it, and also Abraham Hicks has a better perspective on it. And in today's video, I just want to condense all that I know through my experience and allow you to understand what does it mean feeling is the secret and why it is powerful. However, you can get there in steps and you don't necessarily need to be happy in order to manifest it. But I'm going to give you practical tools of like, what am I supposed to do in order to manifest? What are the practical steps? So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Hello everyone, my name is Nea, and on this channel, I talk everything about law of attraction, assumption, call it however you want, manifestation, and so much more. On Patreon, I do make extra weekly videos. You can check the community down below. All my services are down below, and if you're interested in using Aura, the app for meditation, hypnosis, and affirmations, you can go ahead and check my affiliate link because you get like a free trial, plus if you want to go premium, 40% discount. My affiliate link again is down below. So let's start with today's video. Okay, so there is a lot of talk, including on this channel, where I'm telling you guys, become the person that already has it. Do the affirmation like you already have what you want. Train your mind to think as the person that already has what you want. And obviously, all of this talk goes hand in hand with feeling is the secret, because even though I know that you don't need to be happy in order to manifest it, that wouldn't hurt. I mean, let's face it, if you would have what you want, you will probably feel happy, fulfilled, relaxed, serene, and so on and so forth. So in theory, all of this knowledge, including feeling is the secret and the one that Neville Goddard shares, it's all true. In theory, that's how it works. However, we need to put some practical explanation to it, because not every single time you're going to be able to be in the wish fulfilled, and it's not even required. Even if I know a lot of law of assumption, attraction, and knowledge, etc., of esotericism, I am the first one where sometimes I cannot be happy, I cannot be in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Nevertheless, that never prevented me from getting what I want in the long term. Why? Florence, again, is the only one that explains this good, and I'm going to kind of paraphrase her in this video, but essentially, let's figure this out with this little graphic that I made. I hope you can see it. Let me put the focus right here. So let's say that this is you, and this is your manifestation, like achieve the manifestation. In theory, you know that you have to be in the wish fulfilled in order to have your manifestation fulfilled, whether it is by thinking as the person that already has it, feeling as the person that already has it, or possibly all of these things mixed together. But how do you get there? We know that you get there through your thoughts, because you can choose whatever you want from the alternative space, from the quantum field. Everything is already created. Everything is already available to you. So you don't even create it in and of itself, but you choose it. How do you choose it? With your thoughts. Okay, with your focused attention, with your inner and outer intention of thinking. You think thoughts coming from the perspective of the person, of the version of you that already has your manifestation. You think thoughts. What was that? You think thoughts that are aligned with it. And so that's how you manifest in theory. But again, let's put practicality to it. Not every single time you're going to be able to feel like you already have your manifestation. You're going to get impatient, or not every time you're going to be able to think as the person that already has your manifestation, because maybe some opposite manifestation coming your way. So What many people do, they start to feel like a failure. They start to feel the doubts get in the way, and they stop manifesting and they revert back. Some others in the spiritual community, they will start saying, oh, this is not meant for me, which there is truth to everything. There is obviously a path of least resistance and a path of manifesting your divine plan. But New Zealand call it the soul frail. Florence calls it the divine plan. Everybody talks about the same thing. And that is the path of least resistance. However, that path is going to be shown to you in a very personal way, and you shouldn't allow anybody to tell you whether or not your manifestation is meant to be for you. Because let's say that at the beginning of my YouTube channel, I would have believed that YouTube is not meant for me, and I wouldn't have done the affirmation, I wouldn't be here today with my second channel. So what many people do, there are three aspects. Some give up and they say that it doesn't work. Even after you did it for 1 year, they just give up, it doesn't work, and it doesn't work. They believe that, so that is true for them. The second, oh, maybe it's not meant for me, which you need to figure it out by yourself, by persisting. And so they give up. And the third one just gets stuck in the middle and they don't know what to do. Here's the thing about feeling is the secret. Like we said, in theory, this would be the best course of action. Feeling as you already have your manifestation. Thinking as you already have the manifestation. This is the best course of action. And you should move. Let's see, I put an arrow over here. You should always, every day, move towards this direction. You don't have to go back and say, oh, I give up, it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. No. You always move towards this direction of your wish fulfilled. But however, sometimes you cannot jump from point A to point Z. They are kind of like in-betweens, if you can see. And these in-betweens are thoughts. These in-betweens are emotions, okay? Why I say that Florence explains this properly. She says, if something opposite comes your way, or if you feel defeated, that you're not getting what you want, repeat the affirmation if you need to, even 100 of times. Now, repeating the affirmation doesn't mean that you stop living, obviously, but it means that you spread the affirmation during the day. Like I love to affirm when I wake up, under the shower, when I'm walking my dog, and so on and so forth. So you repeat it over and over and over again. Why do you repeat the affirmation over and over again throughout the day or in a very drowsy state, so where you are in a state of relaxation? Because eventually, from, let's say I put this is you, and I put like sadness because you don't have what you want. If you repeat the affirmation, maybe you get here during the day. And this is, you know what? I'm kind of angry because I don't have what I want. And I don't care what anybody says that anger is a bad feeling. Anger is better than sadness. Anger is better than depression. I don't care what anyone says. So you're moving yourself to a different vibration. We could say a different emotion. And even if maybe you didn't arrive to the wish fulfilled in that day, but you felt better, and that's what matters. Some of you guys, you will skip anger altogether, and by the repetition of the affirmation, you will actually get here. Or some of you will get here, which is like, I feel good. I don't care that much. I feel all right. It doesn't matter. The point is, yes, to a certain extent, feeling is the secret, but you should never, ever, ever conjure a feeling. The feeling has to be authentic, and so there is no point for you to try to be happy where you don't feel happy. There is no point for you to try to feel in any certain way if you're not feeling like that. You're gonna get there by the repetition of the affirmation naturally and eventually, and without even noticing. You don't have to notice that you are in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I know your subconscious mind has to notice. That's why I never bother, and sorry, Neville Goddard, but I do agree with Florence more. I never bother that much about controlling my feelings. All I know, and all that matters, you guys, is that you move forward. So if your intention, if your focus is oriented towards your manifestation, your wish fulfilled, because you're repeating the affirmation, you are already doing everything that you're supposed to do. Naturally, you're going to start feeling better by the repetition of the affirmation, or you're going to be I am angry. And then from anger, because you keep repeating the affirmation, from anger, you transform into other feelings. So you're moving forward into this line. This is all that is necessary for you to repeat the new habit, for you to repeat the new thought, which eventually and naturally is going to escalate you into the feeling of the wish fulfilled without you even noticing. This is more effortless, it's faster, and it's easier. So yes, feeling is the secret, but you don't have to get stuck in the day where you're not feeling good. Okay. Same with your thoughts. So let's say, for example, that you feel a lot of resistance. Resistance is nothing but opposite thought. So I don't see it. I'm getting impatient, right? I want to make a more dedicated video about impatience, but I'm going to quickly mention it on this video. So you're getting impatient, or you're double-minded and you think, oh my God, I'm double-minded, so my manifestation is never going to come. No. When you are feeling in this way, remember, ask yourself, how can I move forward anyway? You repeat the mantra, you repeat the affirmation first and foremost, always, or you visualize, whatever it is your method of choice. After that, you can, for example, let's say that you have a lot of resistance, you could repeat the affirmations just by saying, oh, this thing will come to me. There is no rules that tells you that you cannot affirm in future tense. I do this all the time. I will win this. I will get this. I will get this. Because for me, sometimes affirming in future tense makes me less resistant because maybe I'm very impatient in the moment. I don't see it right away. And so affirming future tense makes more logical sense to me personally. You do you because you make the rules. So you can totally say, I will get there. I will get there. The point is you must move forward. Don't try, even if you're slightly reverting back in that moment, if in that moment you catch yourself before you get into a spiraling and you keep moving forward, you didn't do any damage whatsoever. If you spiraled for a very long time, you didn't do any damage whatsoever. At the very least, you delayed a little bit your manifestation, but even there, not certain. What you could do in that case, so you could revise or you just move forward anyway. The point is, whenever you catch yourself not thinking in the way that you're supposed to, you move forward with whatever feeling you got, because you know that the repetition of the affirmation is going to eventually get you into the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even if you don't notice, even subconsciously. So to conclude this video, my suggestion to you guys is to do less paranoia about, am I in the feeling of the wish fulfilled? Am I this? Am I that? And just be more practical with your approach towards conscious manifestation, because you're always manifesting, and just move forward. Just repeat. Just go and do it. Just go and do it. Be less stuck inside your head and more like, I'm moving forward, because then the action that are required, they're going to come. The bridge of event is going to come. The feeling is going to naturally come. You want to be as natural as possible, and the most natural way to be in the natural state of having what you want is by thinking those thoughts. So repeating that mantra and staying open to whatever bridge of events has to happen. Briefly touching on impatience, my suggestion to you guys when you feel impatient is to do general affirmations, or to do a combination of specific affirmation and umbrella affirmations. It helps a ton, but in probably one of my next videos or either on Patreon, I am going to provide you with my favorite affirmations to deal with impatience that cures it all. And not only that, but it manifests really fast. I'm a living proof of that. So I'm definitely going to share it with you guys. Comment down below. Let me know your stories. Let me know what other videos you want me to make. I hope this was a clarification, another one, because I already made this video a couple of years ago, but this was more in-depth clarification about feeling is the secret. I highly suggest you to, as a source, to go back to what Florence Scovel Shinn in The Path of Intuition talks about in regards to feeling is the secret, more than Neville on this one, but up to you. Comment, let me know. I'll see you also guys on Patreon, and yeah, subscribe and hit the ring bell button so you get notified of when I'm live and when I do these videos. Love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.